Hello folks, I'm Ron, your host and editor of Learning Moments. Welcome. Today we are talking about something every teen and parent needs to understand. Something that could save your life or your child's life. We're talking about fentanyl. The drug landscape has changed dramatically, and fentanyl is now showing up in places you might never expect. It's no longer just a hard drug issue. Party drugs, fake prescription pills, and even substances teens might think are harmless can now be contaminated with fentanyl. This is not about bad kids or certain neighborhoods. Any teen experimenting, even once, can be at risk. The stakes have never been higher. So how widespread is this problem? Teenagers are naturally more vulnerable because their brains are still developing. Add social pressure and now the risk of fentanyl contamination, and what might have been a small mistake can become a life or death situation. Overdose incidences are happening in young people who never intended to use opiates at all. The goal today is simple. Give you knowledge and tools to protect you if you're a teen and for parents who have teens. Why is fentanyl everywhere? It's incredibly cheap to make and extremely potent. Dealers often mix it into other drugs without telling anyone. That means teens could take what looks like a harmless pill or party drug, but it could be fatal. It hides in things like fake prescription pills like oxycodone, Xanax, or Adderall. It hides in party drugs such as ecstasy or cocaine. And it hides in pills that are bought online or through social media. Even a single pill, even a one-time experiment can be deadly. So who's at risk? Well, everybody, not just teens. Really everybody in our communities are at risk. But we're talking specifically about teens today. Teens from all communities, all families, even those who thought they were careful. Their brains made them more likely to take risks, to trust friends, and to assume certain drugs are safe. And yet, many teens and parents are still unprepared. So why? Well, stigma and shame make conversations about drugs difficult. Outdated information from prevention programs or your own experience no longer applies. Scare tactics simply don't work. They often backfire. So what does actually work? Evidence shows that open, ongoing communications is the key. Listen more than you talk. If you're a parent, ask your teen what they know about drugs and what they are hearing. Share facts without judgment. Focus on specific dangers of fentanyl contamination. Create a safe space for questions. Your teen should feel they can come to you without fear or punishment. Talk regularly, not just once. Empower your teen, and if you're a teen, instead of trying to listen to your peers, look for the facts. You're all internet savvy, so you can find the information for yourself. But if you're a parent, don't try and control every aspect of teens' lives. Teach decision-making skills. Role play peer pressure situations. Build their confidence. Teens with strong family connections are less likely to engage in risky behavior. So here's some practical steps every family can take, including make sure you have Naloxone, also known as Narcan, available. It's available free at most Canadian pharmacies, and it can reverse an opiate overdose almost immediately. Learn how to use it. The nasal spray version is incredibly simple. However, no matter what, if you suspect an overdose, always call 911 immediately and then begin treatment. Make sure the ambulance and first responders are on their way. Second, recognize an overdose. So look for these things: unconscious, slow or no breathing, blue lips or nails, a limp body. When in doubt, give Naloxone. It can save a life, and it won't hurt people if you give it and they don't have opiates on board. Have fentanyl test strips available. They're legal in Canada and they're available from harm reduction organizations, so pick up a few so you can test stuff. They can detect fentanyl in drugs, prevent accidental overdoses. And 4, have a family safety plan. Have emergency contact programs into your phones. Have safe transportation rules. Call for rides, no questions asked. And this applies to alcohol too. So we know, if you're a teen or if you have a teen in your family, they might try alcohol at a party and then they might be afraid to call home when they're a bit inebriated. Well, you can have that talk ahead of time and you say, I don't care. Call me. If you have a problem, I'll come and get you. We won't mention anything about it. I just want to bring you home and have you safe. Make sure teens know relevant medical information and all the facts about fentanyl and drugs. Other protective strategies include building strong relationships with your teen, staying informed about social media and slang, and connecting with other parents and community resources. And remember, early intervention matters. Warning signs include changes in friends, changes in grades, changes in sleep or appetite or secretive behavior. If you're concerned, reach out to your doctor, school counselor, or mental health professional. Support groups can also help. Moving forward, the key is urgent action paired with hope. Families need to have the conversations today. Get Naloxone. Teens and parents need to connect. Stay informed and build support systems for yourself. Being informed, prepared, and connected is what truly matters. The landscape of drug use has changed, but strong family relations, often communications, accurate information, and practical safety measures remain the strongest shield against the crisis. Our teens are counting on us. Let's rise to the challenge and protect them. This video is a companion piece to our written article titled What Parents and Teens Need to Know About Fentanyl. You can find this and more articles, videos, and resources on Learning Moments at Learning Moments, and that's all one word, .substack.com. If today's learning moment resonated with you, please share it with someone who might need to hear it. And thanks for joining today, and remember, change begins when we start talking. Until next time, stay informed, stay connected, and be kind. Thanks, and bye for now.